This is Internet Marketing. Brought to you by Site Visibility at sitevisibility.co.uk. This is Internet Marketing. Now, before we start today, we'd like to encourage anyone looking for the help with their digital marketing to get in touch with Site Visibility. Whether you have a burning digital marketing question or you're looking for an agency to work with, they'd love to hear from you. Give them a call, +44 1273 733 433, or you can fill out the form on the website at sitevisibility.co.uk/contact, or you can talk to Sean or Scott via the live chat function on the site. They'd be happy to help. Right, now today I'm joined by Ryan Cote at Ballantine, which is based in New Jersey on the east coast of the USA. Is that right, Ryan?
That is correct, Andy. Thanks for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. What's the weather doing in New Jersey right now?
It's actually beautiful. It's like low 70s and sunny skies, blue skies. Beautiful.
Well, the summer's out here, but it wasn't that warm. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at Ballantine.
Yeah, so on a personal level, my company's in New Jersey, but I also live in New Jersey. I've lived here all my life, and I'm married for 12 years now, and I have 3 young daughters that keep me busy. From a business standpoint, my company's Ballantine, and we're actually family owned, so I'm third generation, and we do both print and digital marketing. The company was started in 1966 by my grandfather and his brother. And fast forward to today, my father retired last year, and myself, my 2 brothers, my uncle are all partners in the business. So it's been really fun to kind of grow up in the family business and now be one of the partners here. And we do a lot of direct mail, but now we're doing a lot of digital. So the whole company's changing, and it's just really exciting.
I love the fact that you have a business which has lasted for, did you say 3 generations?
Yeah.
So it's an established business. Yeah, so I'm just wondering how that's, we'll talk about strategy in a minute, but I was just wondering how that process of bringing the digital part of your business sort of online, it sounds a bit strange to say online, but you know what I mean. How did that process go? What was involved there?
So I started in the company in 2003. I was always working here during breaks, but I officially became an employee in 2003, and I graduated with a marketing degree. So when I started at the company, it was just direct mail and some creative services. And I started off just doing marketing. So I was doing marketing for the company, and some of that included online and then trade shows and what have you. And about, I think it was like 10 years later or so, we started the digital business about 2013. So about 10 years later, I came to my uncle and father. I said, I think we should offer a digital marketing service to the company, to our clients.
Yeah.
And back then, my main thing was SEO, search engine optimization. That's what I knew best. And so that's what we started offering, just SEO. And it was just me, literally me on the team. And, and it started to grow a little bit. But honestly, the first couple of years was not very exciting in terms of just the growth and the amount of business that we were doing. And then my youngest brother came on board, and once I had someone to kind of bounce ideas off of and just strategize with and what have you, and then it really started to percolate, and we started to get more clients and bigger clients. And now fast forward to today, we've got a team of 9, and we do everything from SEO to paid search, social content, etc., website development.
Now, you mentioned the first thing that you did in terms of the digital realm was SEO, search engine optimization. How did that go? Because I know that SEO has had some right up and downs in the last few years, hasn't it?
Oh, it definitely has. When we started the digital division just doing SEO, it was honestly very simple and semi-easy, I guess you can say. It was really all about links, and it didn't really matter what you did. There was some strategy involved, of course, but it wasn't as complicated as it is now.
Yeah.
And so now, SEO in 2018, as you know, it's a lot more complex. There's a lot more involved. You can't just look at link building. Link building is still very important, but you need to look at your site holistically from all different angles. So, am I building links? Is my on-page optimization strong? Meaning, am I using the right keywords in my content and headlines and metadata? Am I providing a good mobile experience? Are my URLs secure? HTTPS.
Yeah.
Am I monitoring my site technically, making sure there's no broken links, no duplicate content? Does my site load fast? SEO is even getting to the point now where Google they're looking at the click-through rate from the search results page nowadays, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, if they ranked a website on the first page and it never got any clicks, does that page deserve to be on the first page? Logically speaking, not really. So, all the moves that Google makes, it's all about just improving the quality of their search results page. So, I guess, a long answer to a short question is that, SEO is much more complicated now, but I think that's a good thing because it means that our skill set is much needed nowadays.
Yeah. Now, I know that you offer content marketing as well. I was just interested in how when you're sort of dealing with your clients and helping your clients with that, what strategy do you take, and how are you finding that your, content marketing in the current climate compared to sort of, things that have happened down the road? How are you finding that these days?
Yeah, so I mean, with content, we sort of look at that. So really, to me, SEO and content they're sort of like brother and sister go together. And it's, yes, when you write content, you're trying to get more organic traffic. That's a goal. There's more to it than that. You're trying to improve your thought leadership, build up your company as an authority, but also get more organic traffic. And what we try to do, Andy, is when we're looking at our content marketing, first of all, it's more than just text. Video, obviously, as everyone knows, is very hot now. And so content to us is yes, text-based, it's blogging, it's also video, it's also infographics. But if we're talking about blogging, we try to take a very strategic approach. And so I'll kind of like break it down how we do it to, hopefully some of your audience can get some tips from this and some takeaways. But, we're looking at content, we're looking at what keywords to include in the content. So what keywords are getting searches, and we include that in the content. That's pretty basic. But we also make sure that the content's very, very visually appealing. We make sure that the content has internal and external links. Internal meaning links to other pages on your website, external meaning links to other websites that provide value. Does our content have strong call to actions? And we even do something a little bit different too, because yes, you can produce new content, but then what we also do is we look at, and I think this could be a good takeaway for everyone listening, monitor your Google Search Console. Okay, monitor your Google Search Console, which is basically Google's tool that gives you all stats and analytics on your website.
Yeah.
And so you don't always have to produce new content every month. What you can do is you can look at your Search Console analytics. You can pull out the blogs that are doing very well in Google and double down on them, meaning add more content to that blog post, revise it, update it, add more pictures, make it better. So when you double down on blogs that Google already likes, it's you typically see a nice uptick in organic traffic.
I'm interested as well in sort of general sort of lead generation. I wondered what your strategy was for that. I mean, the importance of like mobile-friendly websites and things like that.
Yeah. So how we help our clients generate leads, like what our strategy is for that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. So really it comes down to, so you mentioned having mobile-friendly websites. So that's definitely important. So really that's like you want to look at your foundation, which is your website, because all your we just talked about SEO, we just talked about content, and that all, pushes traffic to your website. So you want to make sure your foundation is strong. So is your website mobile friendly? Does it have a strong message that resonates with your audience? Does it have strong call to actions that's going to convert visitors into leads? So once you have that strong foundation, and does it load fast? That's very important as well. So once you have all that foundational stuff taken care of, then you want to look at your digital plan, and you want to have a diverse digital plan because, it's very difficult to rely on one channel. Of course, it can work, but you really want to have a diverse strategy that attacks digital from multiple different angles. And the way we kind of like segment out the digital channels is you've really got like SEO and PPC that's going after keywords. People have a need, they're searching, they need a solution, and that's when you come up. And so those people are further down the cycle. They know what they want. They're looking for help. And then you've got social media and content where, you're using that to build brand awareness. You're targeting your audience, but you don't know if they have a need, but it's still important to be in front of them. So we like to combine the two, see what's working, and then adjust the budget accordingly.
You alluded to sort of using multiple digital channels there. And I was just wondering, how do you find that the channels sort of work together?
Yeah, there's definitely some synergy in most of the channels. That at least we find it to work is because even looking at it as on a basic level, if you're using retargeting, on AdWords, even retargeting in like LinkedIn and Facebook, you're pushing all this traffic to your website, doing whatever you're doing, any type of digital or even offline marketing. It's pushing people to your website, and then you're retargeting them with banner ads. So you're pushing all the traffic to your website, and then you have the retargeting that kicks in and brings them back. So that's a very basic example of how they can work together. But then you've got, looking at on a more complex example, you have a content marketing strategy. That blog post goes live on your site. It's optimized for SEO, brings in organic traffic. You share it on social media. You boost it with ads. More traffic gets pushed to the site, which then gets retargeted. So if you think about it, there's all these different examples that you can come up with where all the channels, if you really think about it and map it out, they all can work together to enhance each channel separately. Kind of like the saying, what is it? Rising tide raises all boats. That's I don't think I'm butchering that, but that's basically just of it.
I think I can remember the phrase you're saying, but I can't. Actually, that's a problem. I can't remember it. 1 + 1 = 3, something like that.
Yeah, I think I got it, but close enough.
And we've talked about various strategies today. If there was one sort of top tip or takeaway for our audience today in terms of strategy, Ryan, what might it be?
I think I'd like to quickly reinforce the Search Console tip I gave, because I think that's something that not everyone might know about or might not be doing. And I think they'll see the biggest gains by doing that is basically looking at Search Console, seeing which content is performing the best in terms of impressions and clicks, and then doubling down on that page and adding more content, revising the content. You can even update the publish date so it's more current, because you did update it, so it is technically new. Yeah. Adding more content, so really doubling down on the blogs and the content that Google is saying, yes, we like this, we're showing it, we're sending you clicks. You double down, you get more organic traffic. But then, secondly, I'd like to say that any channel you look at, and any channel that you use, try to think of what else can I do to maximize what I am doing. So if you're doing content marketing, are you looking at Search Console to see what else you could be doing, what posts you could be doubling down on? If you're doing pay-per-click, are you utilizing all the ad extensions to maximize your ads? So any channel that you're doing, just really think about strategically, am I maximizing the channel? And then to take it a step further, when you have all these channels running, kind of going back to your question about the synergy, how can I map this out so each channel helps each other out? Because you do that, and if there's a lot of strategy and thought process behind the different channels you're doing, you can get better results by kind of using them all together, all the channels together. So that's what we found to be very effective.
Well, Ryan, thanks so much for coming on the show. How can our listeners find out more about you, more about Ballantine?
Yeah, I appreciate it, Andy. First of all, thanks for having me, and I appreciate everyone for listening. If you want to find out more information about us, we actually created a page specific for your audience, and they can find it at ballantine.com/IM, for internet marketing. And on there's an offer for a free digital analysis. Basically, we review your website via video for a free digital analysis. So that's ballantine.com/IM.
Fantastic, and we'll make sure we put those in the show notes. So thank you, Ryan, and thank you to our audience for listening. The show notes will be in the usual place, sitevisibility.co.uk/IM podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please leave a review. If you've got questions or suggestions, the email is podcast@sitevisibility.co.uk. You can tweet @sitevisibility, and we have a Site Visibility group on LinkedIn. That's all from me, Andy, and it's all from Ryan.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you next time on Internet Marketing.